Hello, welcome to Food Immerse, a channel where we not only teach you how to cook delicious dishes, but immerse ourselves in the history, culture, science, and beauty of food. I'm Lorraine, and I'm so excited for you to join me on this journey, exploring different cuisines, ingredients, and cooking techniques. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss a single delicious episode. Festive popcorn cups. In this video, we will make 4 different flavors, 2 savory and 2 sweet, that feel special but are surprisingly simple. For our savory flavors, we have Parmesan and rosemary, and smoked paprika and garlic. We will make 1 batch of the savory base with olive oil, which will be enough for both savory recipes. Our sweet flavors are dark chocolate and sea salt, and maple butter, pistachio, and cranberry. For our sweet flavors, we will make 1 sweet base using either canola or coconut oil. This base will be enough for both sweet recipes. Let's get popping! To make the savory popcorn base, you will need a 1/2 cup unpopped loose popcorn and 3 to 4 tablespoons of olive oil. The only special equipment you will need is a 5-quart or larger pot with a tight-fitting lid. This recipe will yield 12 to 14 cups, enough for 2 flavors. Coat the bottom of the pan with the 3 to 4 tablespoons of olive oil. Heat over high heat. Once oil is rippling, pour in the popcorn. Shake it into an even layer. Cover and then shake to coat the kernels in the olive oil. Now let it sit until you hear the popping start. During the popping, periodically lift the pan off the heat and shake vigorously. This will ensure that the popcorn doesn't stick and burn on the bottom, and it will also shake loose the unpopped kernels to minimize those that don't pop. As soon as the popping slows to almost nothing, turn off the heat and remove the lid. If you do not have a gas stove, remove the pot entirely from the burner. You now have the savory base and will use half for each of the 2 recipes. To make the Parmesan rosemary flavor, you will need 6 to 7 cups of the popped popcorn from the savory popcorn base, 1 tablespoon olive oil additional to what you use to cook the popcorn, 3 tablespoons finely grated Parmesan. It's important to grate it finely so that it melts into the popcorn, 1 small branch of fresh rosemary, ground black pepper to taste, a pinch of fine salt, optional to taste, the Parmesan may have enough salt, and the special equipment is a microplane grater for grating the Parmesan. Strip the leaves from the rosemary. Chop it very finely. You want it to stick to the popcorn, and also it's a very strong flavor. You want about a 1/2 teaspoon, give or take. These flavored popcorn recipes are very flexible and very forgiving. Swirl the 1 tablespoon olive oil around the sides of a large bowl. I think this is the best and easiest way to evenly distribute the olive oil. Pour in half of the savory popcorn base. This will be about 6 to 7 cups. Sprinkle in half the Parmesan, preferably while the popcorn is still hot. Toss in that Parmesan and then add the other half. Sprinkle in the rosemary. Grind in the black pepper to taste. Mix the popcorn well by either tossing or using your hands. Taste and add salt if needed. Be sure to mix well. To make the smoked paprika garlic flavor, you will need 6 to 7 cups of popped popcorn from the Savory popcorn base, that's about half. 1.5 tablespoons olive oil, this is in addition to the olive oil used to cook the popcorn. 3/4 teaspoon smoked paprika, 1/4 teaspoon garlic powder, 1/4 teaspoon fine salt, and an optional 1/4 teaspoon of ground cumin. Swirl the 1.5 tablespoons olive oil around the sides and bottom of a large bowl. Add the savory popcorn base. Stir the popcorn around to coat in the oil. Combine the spices and salt together well first, and then sprinkle over the popcorn. Mix very well. Now let's switch to the sweet popcorn base. To make the sweet popcorn base, you will need a 1/2 cup unpopped loose popcorn and 3 to 4 tablespoons of either canola or coconut oil. This will make enough for both sweet popcorn recipes. The special equipment you will need are a 5-quart or larger pot with a tight-fitting lid. Coat the bottom of the pan with 3 to 4 tablespoons of canola or coconut oil. Heat over high heat. Once oil is rippling, pour in the popcorn. Cover and then shake to coat the kernels. Now let it sit until you hear the popping start. During the popping, periodically lift the pan off the heat and shake vigorously. This will ensure that the popcorn doesn't stick and burn on the bottom, and it will also shake loose the unpopped kernels to minimize those that don't pop. As soon as the popping slows to almost nothing, turn off the heat and remove the lid. If you do not have a gas stove, remove the pot entirely from the burner. You now have the sweet base and will use half for each of the 2 recipes. To make the dark chocolate and sea salt flavor, you will need 6 to 7 cups of popped popcorn from the sweet popcorn base, that's about half, 2 ounces of dark chocolate, fine or flaky sea salt to taste. The only special equipment you will need are a sheet pan and either a silpat mat, parchment sheet, or wax paper to fit. Place the silpat mat or parchment onto the sheet pan and add the 6 to 7 cups of cooked popcorn. Spread into a single layer. Break up the dark chocolate and place into a microwave-safe bowl. Microwave for 30 seconds to start. Stir each time and then microwave in 20-second increments until the chocolate is melted and smooth. Use a spoon to drizzle the melted chocolate over the popcorn. Immediately sprinkle sea salt over while the chocolate is still warm. Set aside until the chocolate is completely hardened. To make the maple butter with pistachio and cranberry, you will need 6 to 7 cups popped popcorn from the sweet popcorn base, this is the other half, 2 tablespoons unsalted butter, 1.5 tablespoons maple syrup or honey, a pinch of fine salt, 3 tablespoons pistachios, and 2.5 tablespoons dried cranberries. Melt the butter over low heat in a small saucepan. Add the maple syrup or honey and stir to combine. Finally, add the salt and stir one last time. Place the dried cranberries and pistachios on your cutting board and finely chop each. Pour the popcorn into a large bowl. Give the maple butter a stir and then drizzle it over the popcorn. Stir to coat thoroughly. Add the chopped pistachios and cranberries and mix in well. Place each flavor of popcorn in little cups and serve. Thank you so much for joining Food Immerse and exploring different cuisines, ingredients, and cooking techniques. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe so you don't miss a single delicious episode. If you make this dish, I would love to hear about it in the comments or shoot me an email. Until next time, cheers to good food.